Hi. Welcome to Inference. This is the place where you learn and improve. In this video, I will be talking about censorship overreach. Censorship overreach is a topic that has become increasingly relevant in recent times. With the rise of social media and the growing influence of big tech companies, censorship has become a contentious issue, with many people concerned about the potential impact of excessive censorship on free speech and democracy. In addition, many governments around the world are also implementing more censorship measures, further complicating the issue. Censorship, in its broadest sense, refers to the suppression or prohibition of any parts of books, films, news, or other communication media that are considered obscene, politically unacceptable, or a threat to security. While censorship can sometimes be necessary to prevent hate speech, disinformation, and propaganda, it can also be overused, leading to unintended consequences. In this video, we will explore the issue of censorship overreach, discuss its potential consequences, and suggest some potential solutions. We will also highlight the importance of balancing censorship and free speech to promote healthy democratic discourse. By the end of this video, you will have a better understanding of the issue of censorship overreach and why it's important to discuss it. Consequences of censorship overreach. When censorship is used excessively, it can have several negative consequences on free speech and democracy. One of the most significant consequences of censorship overreach is the stifling of free speech. When certain opinions and viewpoints are censored, it can limit the range of ideas and perspectives that are available for public consideration. This can create an echo chamber effect, where people only hear opinions that reinforce their views, and may never encounter viewpoints that challenge their beliefs. This can ultimately lead to a lack of diversity of opinion and a less informed society. Another consequence of censorship overreach is the potential for abuse. When censorship is used to suppress dissent or criticism, it can become a tool for those in power to silence opposition and control public opinion. This can lead to a situation where only a select few voices are heard, and those with opposing views are marginalized or silenced. This can have a chilling effect on freedom of expression and can lead to a lack of accountability and transparency in government and other institutions. Additionally, censorship overreach can also result in unintended consequences. For example, when social media platforms remove content or ban users, it can sometimes have the opposite effect, drawing more attention to the censored content and generating more interest in it. This can lead to a Streisand effect, where the attempt to suppress something backfires and draws more attention to it. Importance of balancing censorship and free speech. It's essential to balance censorship with the importance of free speech and diversity of opinion. Free speech is a fundamental right that allows individuals to express their opinions, beliefs, and ideas freely without fear of persecution. It is a cornerstone of democracy and promotes transparency and accountability in government and other institutions. At the same time, censorship can be necessary for certain circumstances to prevent harm. For example, censorship can be used to prevent hate speech, disinformation, and propaganda, which can be harmful and divisive. However, censorship must be used judiciously and with caution to avoid overreach and unintended consequences. Furthermore, diversity of opinion is essential for a healthy democracy. It allows for a range of ideas and perspectives to be considered, and it encourages individuals to think critically and challenge their own beliefs. Without diversity of opinion, society can become stagnant and resistant to change. Thus, finding a balance between censorship and free speech is crucial. It requires careful consideration of the potential harm that certain speech may cause and weighing it against the importance of protecting free speech and promoting diversity of opinion. This requires transparency and accountability from those making censorship decisions, as well as the involvement of diverse voices in the decision-making process. Potential solutions to censorship overreach. The issue of censorship overreach is a complex one, but some potential solutions can help address it. One potential solution is to increase transparency and accountability in the censorship process. This could involve requiring social media platforms and other organizations to provide detailed explanations for why certain content was removed or certain users were banned. It could also involve creating an appeals process for users who believe their content was wrongly removed or who were unfairly banned. Another potential solution is to involve a diverse range of voices in the decision-making process. This could involve creating advisory boards or panels that include representatives from diverse communities and perspectives to help make censorship decisions. It could also involve consulting with civil society organizations and human rights groups to ensure that censorship decisions align with international human rights standards. Additionally, education and media literacy programs can play an important role in addressing censorship overreach. By providing individuals with the skills and knowledge to critically evaluate information and media, they can better identify disinformation, propaganda, and hate speech, and be less vulnerable to its harm. Finally, government regulations and oversight can also help address censorship overreach. While government censorship can also be overreaching and harmful, appropriate regulations and oversight can help ensure that social media platforms and other organizations are not abusing their power to censor content and users. Censorship overreach is a complex and multifaceted issue that requires careful consideration and attention. While censorship can be necessary to prevent harm, it can also be overreaching and harmful. Balancing censorship and free speech is essential for promoting healthy democratic discourse, and there are several potential solutions to the issue of censorship overreach, including increasing transparency and accountability, involving diverse voices in the decision-making process, promoting media literacy, and implementing appropriate government regulations and oversight. Ultimately, it's important to recognize that censorship overreach can have serious consequences for individuals, society, and democratic discourse. It can silence marginalized voices, promote disinformation and propaganda, and stifle dissent and criticism. At the same time, it's important to recognize that not all speech is equal and that certain types of speech can cause harm and perpetuate oppression. Therefore, finding a balance between censorship and free speech is essential, and it requires ongoing dialogue, reflection, and action. By working together to address censorship overreach, we can help promote a more just, equitable, and democratic society. In conclusion, censorship overreach is a complex and nuanced issue that requires careful consideration and attention. While censorship can be necessary to prevent harm, it can also be overreaching and harmful. Balancing censorship and free speech is essential for promoting healthy democratic discourse, and there are several potential solutions to the issue of censorship overreach. It's important to recognize that censorship overreach can have serious consequences for individuals, society, and democratic discourse. Therefore, finding a balance between censorship and free speech is essential, and it requires ongoing dialogue, reflection, and action. By working together to address censorship overreach, we can help promote a more just, equitable, and democratic society. Alright, folks, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new about censorship overreach. If you did enjoy it, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.